1970, we sure we did the forefront. Knowledge for service, for sure we did the work. Auditorium to basement of all faculty of law. We did represent, stand tall anywhere we go. Work hard and we shine, commitment, dedication. Neurosurgery, comedy, music, Nollywood. SOTK, Dr. Call, MC Casino. We did represent, stand tall anywhere we go. Great UNIBEN, great UNIBEN, great UNIBEN, great UNIBEN.
Hello, viewers. Welcome to another episode of the UNIBEN Alumni Series. As you know, this is a show where we celebrate alumni of the great University of Benin. And on today's episode, we have, first off, he's a lawyer. I know some of you might not know, but his name is Chibueze Madu Obina Daniel Esquire. He's a lawyer, as I've mentioned. I'll give people some seconds to think. Who do you think that is? I know most people would not know, who is that? Who is that? But it goes by the stage name, MC MEDICA. Thank you, MC MEDICA, for joining us today.
It's a pleasure.
When you sent your name, because I was actually thinking about it, I said, I've known you for years and I don't know your real name. I know a lot of your fans and those that follow you, follow your content and what you do might not know as well. Let's start with your name, MC MEDICA.
Okay.
How did that name come about? How did it originate? What was the motive behind that name, that stage name?
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Kelvin Omokaro, aka Kaka. Yes, that name was more like a nickname. When I was in theater arts, the way I dress, I always love wearing these small spec, these goggles. So
Okay.
they were calling me medical student. So it generated from the hostel, medical student. So when I started playing ball, they'll be like medical pass, medical for they remove the students, medical. So
Okay.
you know how they give stage and give names for inside hostel. Something like that. So when I wanted to start comedy, I started with my real name, Daniel. And there
Okay.
was one thing they do in a K1 campus. If you can't identify with them, they will not give you that support. So the first time I was like Daniel, the comedian, and the reception was cold because when I was on stage, they knew, oh, so this is our guy. So then they were not like, why you not just continue with the name where they know you with now medical. So
Okay.
it was just,
That's interesting to hear. And you just mentioned a K1 campus. I never knew you were at a K1 campus. I knew you in school as a law student. So how did that, did you start with theater art and you moved to law? How did that all come about?
yes, my first admission was theater art. I later transferred to law. I was in
Okay.
Faculty of Art, Theater and Media Arts in K1 campus. That
Okay.
was where my comedy career started before I
You-
transferred to law.
Okay. So your first ambition or your first desire was to study law right from inception.
I won't say that because I've always loved to be an entertainer. But my father have always wanted me to be a lawyer because he's a lawyer.
Okay.
So it has always been his wish and desire. So I try to balance these ones, stone to key to bed.
Okay. So you have done his part. You are not doing your own
Yeah,
part.
yeah. I found it out. It's me that's enjoying the two of them.
Oh
Today.
yeah. I actually wanted to ask comedy or law, but it appears entertainment or comedy has always been your first love or the first what you really wanted to do.
Yes. I've had a knack for entertainment, comedy. Right from 2000 Love season one, I bought all the episodes till I think volume 25 or so. I've always followed comedy from the beginning. Was comedy great legend like the Michael Dyer and the rest. So I've always loved comedy.
So that actually influenced your desire to be in that space, in that and when did this start for you unofficially?
Okay.
Where did this start for you?
Okay. My comedy career started actually in University of Benin. I've always looked at comedy from afar, like this is what I would love to do, this is what I would love to venture in. But there was a time I was in a Kenyan campus, MC Casino came to my campus to perform. So as he performed, it was, you know what he does, you know how he did the runner.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I was like, this guy, I like what he does this. So he was the one that made me believe that, apart from them, I go die, basket mouth. You also have younger guys who are
Right,
doing
you
this
know
thing
what?
and are that good.
Mm,
So that was when I now started showing keen interest.
okay.
So it began in 2008, 2009.
Okay.
Late 2008, early 2009. I think that was when this one happened. Yeah.
Was there, because now obviously comedy or entertainment pays some part of your bills right now. What was that turning point that you decided, oh, you can make profit, you can make ends, you can make money from entertainment? At what point did you have that reawakening?
I think that was 2012. Yes. When I won the After Malta Showtime. Yes. Because the form was actually free. So
Okay.
one of my friend in law then I was like, I saw one poster in June 12th. You're familiar with UNIBEN, no June 12th. He said he saw one poster in June 12th, after Malta Showtime. I said, take the form now. I said, So he took the form on my behalf.
Yeah.
So like first prize 500,000, second prize 150,000, third prize 100. So I said, I beg, many people will pass me today, no need. So, but then I picked up the form. I went to Constantia Hotel. We had over 70 something comedians.
Was it
One
that
hotel.
Davido? I think they brought.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think I
yeah,
remember that show. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That was my first time of meeting comedian Bucci,
Mm,
Davido, Nitosi, and I built the momentum brick by brick because I never had it in mind to win it. So I just felt it was bigger than me. But at
mm.
the end of the day, we did it from the judges stage to the one that the audience needed to decide. And that was held in Best Western Homeville. And at the end of the day, when I emerged victorious, I was surprised. Even until the moment I got the alert, I didn't still believe. As a
Yeah.
matter of fact, the day where I will get the alert, I was inside class. For at my age and see, I just got 500,000 alert. I stood up and left the class. The lecturer come small one time for my eye.
That would have been massive for you as at that time. Yes.
Very massive, yes.
Yeah.
Very massive.
As a law student, we all know it's not easy. I'm not trying to downgrade other courses, but as a law student and getting involved in entertainment, because almost all the shows, especially 2012, 2013, you were a big figure in the university as a day, and you were prominent in these shows, in these gigs, but you did not allow your book to suffer. How were you able to manage these endeavors?
Okay. While I will not deny the fact that I had family motivation. Family motivation in a sense, in my house we have four children. I will not so they follow each other back to back. So if you miss your turn, they don't really get your time.
Yes.
You understand? So it has always been the case from WAEC, JAM, and the rest. So I just know that I knew the home I was coming from. And you cannot be going back and collecting something two times. So like my father is a little liberal. So I not saying you know do comedy, but this one, so I just knew that I had a battle ahead. So I just prepared for it.
Okay.
And it was like, even when I was in law school, I had a comedy club in Lagos.
Mm.
In Nigeria Law School, Lagos, I had a comedy club in Lagos. I'm not saying anybody should go and do it, but it was not. I added it to join. It was part of what I used to pay my bills and all that. But
Mm.
it's not easy. But thank God.
Okay. How was your, as a law student, how was your routine like? Was it hostel? You stayed in hostel, I guess, at some point.
No. I came from off
Off
campus.
campus. Oh, okay. So how was the routine like for you generally? Your class to gigs to hostel to church. How was your everyday like as a UNIBEN student? And also as a, especially towards your final year, penultimate year, you were one of the biggest entertainers on campus. That was because the University of Benin campus is like a community of its own. And yes, being a
Great
star
community.
there, yeah, there are a lot of expectations and all from you. So how was your everyday like, your everyday life like in UNIBEN?
Okay. One of those things I held dearly. Like I won't lie. First of all, I was not part of those who that partook in night classes. So I was not part of night classes. But one thing I didn't joke with was classes. Going to class. I didn't joke with that. I think that was one of the things that even helped me then. At least anything you have listened to the lecturer, listened to the class, it helped me in my academics. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I know they really miss class. You understand? From class, then if there's a show from class at times, I go to my friend's hostel, change, go to the show. That time it's for two car park majorly or auditorium. Then
Yeah.
if it's a day, for example, it's a big gig, that's a gig that we have been expecting, auditorium or the rest from class. I may not even go to class that day because I need to prepare. So how UNIBEN be now, there's no
Mm,
one here to do. If you know deliver, if you know deliver, they'll show you what you know good. So it was just it was a scattered routine.
Okay.
And
You just mentioned if you don't deliver, we all know how it went. For you, did you have any bad day on stage, on the UNIBEN stage, where we know the two guests they can be friendly, but they can be hostile at times. When you, so did you have any?
I think my first, no, I did not have categorically. The first day I came on stage, I met an angry youth. Let me use that word, angry youth. Because then they were used to only MC Casino.
Yeah.
So they were like, this guy is good, it's funny. I think it was Sean P that introduced me then. And when I came, I came and met Milo on ground. I said, they don't buy a lot of sachets of Milo down. Milo. And at that moment, I knew that if I say make I yap them, if I try and pure water they around. So I just begged them, I was like, Mona, I think that was about 2011 or 2010. I was like, I now begged them, people should just give me 5 minutes. If I know funny, Mona pursue me. And I like UNIBEN students. They kept quiet. They were like, okay. And I think that was where I built the momentum, and by the grace of God, it went well. And I would say it that UNIBEN, those things were part of the things that helped our formative stage, because we started from a K1 campus. All those people don't know what they call favoritism, and you are our own. They will just act a lie. If the day you still mess up, they will change and follow you. So every show to me back then was like a battleground. So I can't really say I remember any, although I was battle selective, not be all shows that they go. It gets some show if you just go like this, just monitor and say, Wahala, I'll just remove body. So if I say I didn't have a bad day, it's not because I am too good, because there was extreme preparation, and at times I was battle selective.
Okay. On the flip side, which particular event can you recall of, and you think that was when you cemented your name in the University of Benin Entertainment? Or there must have been a particular show where, as they say, you killed the show, and you said, "Oh," because as you said, they are quite they are quite fair in their judgments. The UNIBEN crowd, they are quite fair if you do well, because we know as at that time we had MC Bakassi was just really ahead of you then. Then when it comes to the music, we had Monarchy. Those were household names. Dansaki, yes, those were household names who paid their dues. Obviously, they must have had a tough start, but later on, when the UNIBEN crowd hear their name, they always want to hear them perform. At what point did you think you got that same status?
Okay, I think it was still that Amstel Malta show time. Because it was basically 90% UNIBEN crowd. It was that bad that when they wanted to call me backstage, that day at Alade Yoke said, he just came and said, UNIBEN, I see from your profile, medical, you are UNIBEN student. I said, yes. And I said, okay. He said, how do people greet? I said, greatest Bobo. He said, okay. So the moment he just went to the stage, I was like, UNIBEN students, yeah. Nobody answered. He said, greatest Bobo. The moment they started Bobo, my own contemporaries, when they follow me compete, they started shaking me, congrats. I was like, not be so these people be, they shout Bobo, finish. So you shake it. So when another we Darren said, we una own day here, we have one of una own. So they go, I was not is dropping and they hear casino. As they shout MC, they can't see they can't shout casino. And they say, no, this is not casino. Medica. They were like, who is this one? Me. So when I climbed, because first of all, I never dressed like a comedian.
Yes, I think I can agree to that.
I used to be very quiet and gentle. I'm not the talkative. So it's usually very difficult for me for somebody to just look at me and say, oh, this guy is a comedian. So I'm always reserved. And so when I climbed, then they were like, I saw their faces and they were like, I could do this one. Then and I started, I built a performance that they didn't even want the next person to come. They were like, they started hitting the table, give him. So I think that was when it was a week later I started getting gigs from UNIBEN back to back, like you're like, this one I want own, this one I want own, this one I want own. But you know the truth is it must come after someone like Casino already received. That one is like the Oga quarter of them all. But that was the turning point in my career in University of Benin, that particular event.
Okay, let's talk about your profession, the one that you acquired from the University of Benin, that you were certified on law. How is law? How has law been influencing your crafts? As a lawyer, how does it influence what you do as an entertainer today?
Okay, first of all, that helped me a whole lot. I can't even begin to mention, but that helped me in my boldness, spontaneity, oratory prowess, events, because events is one of the major segments of entertainment nobody talks about. Anchoring of events. And by reason of the fact that of my exposure, of what I acquired from University of Benin, it built my oratory prowess, my ability to read the environment. Even while I'm creating jokes, it helped me cut and create jokes to cut across all boards. Understand? There are some persons that might say, they can just tell me now, say, okay, this event is a political event. I'm not scared because I'll say, normally, if not that any other person that didn't read my course will be scared, but I'm just talking for myself. But I am naturally a shy person. So the weight of some events can naturally scare you as an entertainer. But because of where I'm coming from, that scare is not there. Or not that it's not there, but I overcome some scare. So the list is endless.
Okay. UNIBEN, what are those attributes you took from the institution? You have a Bachelor of Law degree from there. I've had other guests who have come on the show and said, "Oh, the university gave them an army of friends, made them tenacious." And for you, what outside your certification, what did the institution give to you?
Well, I put it that I will not be wrong if I say UNIBEN gave me life. I will not be wrong if I say that because me being a comedian today, I'm not where I want to be, but obviously I am not still where I started from. And it's all boils down to University of Benin. My first UNIBEN gave me a comedy mentor. My mentor in comedy was from UNIBEN. It was the UNIBEN I met him. It was the UNIBEN I built a career.
Who do you care to let us know who that is?
My mentor in stand-up comedy is MC Casino.
Okay.
Today, I'm in the skit industry. The person I am that gave me life when it comes to online comedy is Home of Laughter, and I knew him in UNIBEN. As a matter of fact, we had one elective course together. It was in ISD and I was in law.
Yeah.
So, army of friends, contact, connections, the craft itself. So, the list is, if you cannot mention my story without mentioning UNIBEN. So, yeah, I don't even know how to go about it.
Okay. Lastly, this one I'm going to put you on the spot. You are going to do something for us. Your comedy series, when you talk how to identify people where they come from, you have done that of the Benin, you have done Kogi, you have done the Bayelsa, how to identify them. Yes, how do someone identify UNIBEN products? What are those traits that when they speak or when they act, you know, oh, you cannot beat it, this person passed through UNIBEN?
Funny enough, you need to have gone through UNIBEN to know the UNIBEN graduate or UNIBEN student.
Yeah.
And it's just, in as far as I would say, it's not what is tangible that you can hold on to. But you can just see it, it's clear. The decorum, the high level of articulateness, man, they are stubborn but gentle. Like, I don't know how to qualify it. Very brave, their level of camaraderie, you know, okay, it's like I go throw small stone. You get one school, I don't want to mention their name. They like gra gra. They always do everything about gra gra and all that. But when you see a UNIBEN, person that someone that passed through the 4 walls of the University of Benin, you will know the high level. They are very articulate. I'll give them that. Level-headed, articulate. Even somebody that failed in UNIBEN, you can still see this trait in the person. Like somebody who don't fail, you never even graduate. But when the person is still talking, you'll not be like, wow, how this one never did pass. And it was easy for me to identify them even when I was in NYSC. From the way they talk, I was like, I went to the University of Benin, say, yeah, you see this trait. It's all like how they say they don't say this one a pastor. You know, we see also say, but when you see a pastor, this guy just.
Okay. Thank you very much, MC MEDICA. It has been wonderful and entertaining having you on this show. Thank you so much.
The pleasure is all mine.
It has been wonderful speaking with MC MEDICA, a comedian and a lawyer. He holds a Bachelor of Law degree from our Faculty of Law, University of Benin. Continue to subscribe to our channel, bringing more exclusive interviews of UNIBEN alumni. Bye for now.
1970, we sure we did the forefront. Knowledge for selfish, for sure we did the work. Auditorium to basement of all faculty of law.